I'm all out of my gloves. But sometimes you just got to get your hand dirty. Isn't that cool?
Revamped Dr. Death says at Dorothar Destroyer followed.
Yeah.
Rocket Gravy 14 says just make the hole bigger.
Well, it's not natural to make it too big. I mean, you don't want it too big. I would think so. I wouldn't want it too big.
Dorothar Destroyer says at Revamp Edit 37 appreciate that. Bobby says that's what she said.
Maybe. This is actually kind of cool.
TTV says at 69 Bobby lol.
This is actually pretty cool. And look at that texture. Isn't that freaking cool, man? So it's going to have like a shiny look now, but once everything settles down, it's more of a satin. Even more of like a satin kind of vibe going on with this thing here. It's a little orphan Annie. Shove it way in there. Work it, gonna work. I got Missy Elliott just popped in my head. Like flirty
Jock asks, would using a large syringe be good for getting oil down in those checks?
It may. It may. Usually if you put enough on there, it eventually soaks over into it. I'm not overly super duper duper concerned with it, to be honest with you. Never had anything that come back like, oh crap, I should have. When you do this number like that, it literally seeps down in there really well. Enough where you can see it. You know, you're not going to be able to see any kind of difference. Dude, that is looking pretty damn cool, man. Let's go with the Danish oil. Full send, Joe. Full send. Here in about 10, 15 minutes, we'll come back and wipe all the excess off of it. But I do notice this outside edge here soaks a lot in, so I want to make sure. Look at there, a piece of wood that considered I thought was completely totally trash just literally made a very, very artsy fartsy, pretty cool little decorative piece that's going to look badass on somebody's desk. This is going to look badass on somebody's desk. I think it's going to look pretty damn cool.
Slackatron says gone are the days of a 55-gallon drum of Danish oil to dip your wood into.
I know, right?
That Texas Cryptid asks where did the wood come from?
This piece here came from Phillips Forest Products. Now, what this wood is, these are cutoffs. These are cutoffs of their mantles. So he had some, and I didn't know what I'm buying. I know better now. And I kind of knew, but I got some good pieces out of it, but it had a lot of wood that's checked out. Because usually for their mantles, it's the pith sections of the log. So imagine the pith section of the log is what they make a lot of their mantles out of it. So they had that kind of cool, rustic, live edge and, well, not live edge, no. But anyway, this is usually cutoffs of the end of it.
Jock says, have you ever tanned red elm? My sister gave me a 8x4 bowl blank for Christmas.
Yes, I have. And elm is not bad at all. Elm is not bad at all, dude. You'll enjoy it. I like red elm.
That Texas Cryptid says, oh, neat.
But this is like basically the cutoffs. And I bought like a pallet. He had a pallet there for like $200. And I bought a pallet of it. So this is actually off of that. And this is the stuff that I literally was so close to just throwing. We were going to do a fire pit and just basically just burn a lot of it. But now, I am just so seriously beside myself
Good way
excited.
to use what would usually just be trash.
100%. And you know what's cool about it? It literally, I flat out think it looks badass. The exact words was Brooke. She is one of the owners of Full House Furniture here in town.
Jock says I will hold off on any sizable bowl until after the tanning class that I am going to later this month.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Jacques. You'll be glad you did. That's a good call.
Wicked Wolf says it's going to look great on my desk, lol.
So this is it with fresh finish on it. Isn't that kind of neat? The inside's all cleaned up.
That Texas Cryptid says the checks make each piece even more unique.
I'm right there with you. So I'm gonna be honest with you. It takes so much. It's kind of hard to explain. When you got pieces like, check that, everybody says fill it with this, fill it with that, yada, 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 save the wood, and it sounds good. But the problem is you're using more material, more time, a lot more effort, all this extra crap that you're having to put into this to make that, to get what some people concern as perfect. The problem is that's more time, that's more effort, and all that stuff. Samuel Sculptor's coming in here. But you're killing yourself on your time.
Welcome.
You're
Come
literally
on in.
you're killing yourself on the time and the effort and what you'd have to charge for this piece here.
Perfectly imperfect.
Exactly. I agree with you. Samuel, what's up, guys? Y'all go check this boy Samuel out. That boy is a freaking carving fool. That boy does some seriously badass work. Samuel, how was your stream? How are you doing, bud? Thank you for the raid. I sincerely appreciate it, bud. I ain't kidding, guys. Samuel's legit. That boy's legit. Go check him out. Bad Monkey, what's going on, Bad Monkey? How you doing? Samuel, how was your stream?
Hold up. You look thirsty. Go on get you a drink, man.
I had to steal my Soup's cup. Look, Samuel, we did this just now. This is going to be a paintbrush or pencil holder made out of walnut. It's going good, Bad Monkey. How are you doing? All right, let's let that soak for a few. We want to get all the excess in there. I was just showing this here up close. How long we been working? We've been live.
Wabbit Season 1 yells sitting here on the west side of the storm that's headed your way.
Yeah, Wabbit.
Good morning and Happy New Year to you here.
Morning, Happy New Year's, my friend. Yeah, it's coming, Wabbit. Me and Miss Soup were supposed to do some running this afternoon. And I told her we may need to plan on something. Because it's supposed to get gnarly this afternoon, guys. It's supposed to get pretty nasty here. Naked Carpenter, I'm like, Naked, you're still... Dude, we still got a long way to go, Naked. You're perfectly fine, bud. 2 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and say that piece out there, I got a solid hour's worth of work in it. We've been live for 2 hours, chit-chat, and I'm going to say, so when I go to price that piece there, I'm going to just basically charge an hour labor is what I'm basically going to do. No, hey, Sam, you do really epic stuff, dude. And look, Sam, you do really badass work, man. You do. You're getting moved. $10 an hour now. It's a little more than $10 an hour. I mean, let's be honest, a little more than $10 an hour. How I kind of come up with my pricing is I got a number that I go by. I think
Bobby
this year.
says my t-shirt should be held the 5th.
Oh, Bobby, you ordered your t-shirt, dude?
Spectre asks good name. Perhaps I should change mine to Naked Skydiver.
Naked
Scott says
Sky.
you need to go up.
10.50? No, actually, last year I rolled with my hourly rate was $20. $20 this year. I'm moving it up to 25. I'm going to do 25 this year because we got a lot more
Purple
experience.
Daisy says if he only charged $10 per hour, he would have more than one person kicking his butt.
100%. Yeah, my
Jock
average is
says
25.
should be more still.
So 25 plus materials, plus percentage for supplies, and then plus a small percentage for profit. You got to put the profit on there, and that's something that I've got to get better about doing. Like I think it's 20% of the total price is what you actually kick in for actual.
Hey who?
Everybody said hi, babe. All right.
Purple Daisy says hi hoop.
Purple said hi. All right, let's see if we can't find another piece and make another. I may have to take a quick pee break. All the new folks coming in, y'all come on in, make stuff at home. Samuel, again, thank you for the raid. For the new folks, my name is Hula. I'm a woodworker here in Northeast Texas. We do a lot of turning.
Bobby says I'm not going to do it.
I'm not doing it. You can't make me do it. I think I got some pieces here we could do something out of.
Purple Daisy says didn't have to Bobby.
I got this dude right here. It's got this big old gnarly dude right there, but I think we can get out of that and make some. That would be 2 pencil holders right there. Or one bigger vase. That'd make a cool one bigger vase, because we'll knock this corner here off.
Big White Wolf says keep your friends close and your trolls as mods.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I see how it goes now.
Bobby says I didn't do it, I made a shit.
All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to take a quick pee break.
Jock says, can you just rip it down and get that check out?
Well, no, it's no sense. I'm going to wind up turning it off anyway. Is what I'm going to do, Jacques. So it's on the corner. So when I go turn to make a cylinder out of it, that's going to be pretty much gone anyway. So I'm not going to worry about that too much.
Have some smaller blanks.
Holy shit! 1 second. Dude, look here. I just got this message from one of my coworkers. Hey, Timbo, one of our paramedics, he said, hey, dude, he left you some wood. So there's my little roll around cart, and there's Timbo left some.
Oh, snap.
Looks like I need to take some
That
anchor
Texas
sail.
cryptid says what?
Yeah.
Purple Daisy says, dang yo.
So it's
Jock
really
says,
nice.
know what species?
I looks like, if I had to guess, it's like red oak. It
Big
almost like
White
red oak.
Wolf says, may have to run up there and seal it.
We may have to after work. It looks like red oak. That's all right.
Purple Daisy says your gallon of anchor seal to work. That Texas cryptid says that would make 1 or 2 bowls.
It
Jock
would.
says go pause stream and snag that.
No, it's good. It's good. I guarantee it's a piece he's already had down for a while. One of our paramedics actually does firewood as one of his side hustles. He does firewood, so he's always he said, dude, I need to bring you. I got a ton of it at the house. I know it'd been pretty good. Do you think? How you doing? Do you think? I thought it was pretty legit. All right, let me take a quick pee break. I do gotta pee. Uno momento, por favor. Be right back, guys.
Slackatron says firewood is where all my practice and tanning came from. Almost free education lol. Voldemort TTV says Ryut. Purple Daisy asks, is it a Zoot Suit riot? Thanks for bringing your friends over at Samuel Sculpture. Enjoy your evening. At Lord
All right.
Wolfar, he usually is running 1940s stuff.
Samuel, out of here, bud. Be good, man. Come back, learn
Voldemort
some Witcher.
TTV said
Thanks.
Shush H is here.
I am back. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Samuel, thank you so much. I appreciate you, dude.
Grump
To the
Grandpa says
daughter.
Happy New Year.
Happy
gang.
New Year, Grump. How you doing, sir? Happy New
Cartoon
Year.
Man 1 says I'm back. Fixed the power problem and sent the info.
Sweet, Cartoonman. Yeah. It is. Lord of Fire, it is. I love old school. Big band. Less chance of being popped with DMCA. It kind of has that kind of old school vibe. And I don't mind the old school vibe, to be 100% honest with you. I kind of like that old school vibe. I like Stream Cheese. All right, I said we could get on another one.
Revamped Dr. Death says that Grump Grandpa Trouble has entered the room.
It has. you know him.
Bobby says yes, I hit my aunt to order
Thank
it. I
you,
don't
Tit.
have no credit paid her back.
Big brass bands. I love big brass bands. The old school. I really think I was born in the wrong era, man. 'Cause
Revamped Dr. Death says that Grump Grandpa is a great guy.
he's okay, Revamp. You can't say that's too much to it. You say it too loud, Revamp, because it goes straight to his head every time. We love him to
At
death.
Grump Grandpa, you owe me $50. Purple Daisy says that Revamp headed 37, he's got you fooled.
All right. Let's get another pencil holder rocking and rolling. I think I get two of them out of that
Grump
right there.
Grandpa says 2023 good so far. Haven't broken a hip or thrown the back out yet. Grumble. And at Revamp headed 37, the check is in the mail.
This is pretty damn good string cheese. All right. So we can't make it.
Revamped Dr. Death says I love me some string cheese.
I do too. It is a really good. It's a good snack for you. Good snack for you. See that right there, I feel is a little tall. That is right there. So this one, right, in case somebody wonders, it's right close to 5 inches tall. I think the next one we're going to shoot for about 4. So this is my dead center, and we'll use some for our tenon.
Just don't eat the whole package.
I know.
Krusty's Customs yells morning.
Morning,
Rocket
Krusty.
Brady 14 says all right, brother, gotta start packing out of this bay house. We'll catch you later, sir.
Be good, my friend.
Spectre
We'll
says
talk to you
and Hula
soon.
knows how to properly eat string cheese.
You know, exactly. Not like them daggum hooligans. I'm not going to mention like Miss Hoop and White Wolf. I believe White Wolf's one of those heathens as well, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, White Wolf's one of those heathens as well. Just takes a bite out of the string cheese. It's called string cheese.
Purple Daisy says yes, he is.
Okay, that's what I was
Grandpa
thinking.
says oh, Hula. Guess who showed up in the backyard the day after bow season ended? Sporting his 12-point rack. Sigh. Grumble.
Oh, Blue?
Big White Wolf says Pillar of Innocence.
It still doesn't work. We still don't believe it, White Wolf. Is it Old Blue? Why do I feel like it's Old Blue? All right. I'm going to cut this dude in half. I've got the power.
Grump Grandpa says roll through the
Pull out this card right here.
Big White Wolf says I feel like that 12-point is just taunting you.
You know, me and Grandpa's
Bobby says
had...
it still comes out the other end the same if you buy the old strain yet.
No, Bobby. Look, Bobby. There's rules, Bobby. You don't take a bite of the string cheese. You're literally breaking all kinds of codes known to mankind. Literally,
Jock says he just came out to say he won this round of hide and seek.
it's rules. I didn't make the rules. They call it string cheese for a reason. You eat it like strings. Hey, Metal Burner, good morning, bud. How you doing?
Krusty's Custom says F the rules.
Doing
Big
it,
White Wolf
gangster.
says how about we just bread the whole thing and fry it up.
No, I'll do that. But technically, it's not fried string cheese. Then it's fried cheese sticks. I'm just saying. They don't call it fried string cheese. No, because you don't string it. They call it fried cheese sticks. I mean, there's a lot of things in life that
Charmed
guys.
Kitty Cat says it's called string cheese for a reason, so you don't take a bite out of it.
Thank you, Charmed.
Grandpa says the cursing yesterday morning when I saw him was epic.
I bet so.
Big White Wolf says so it's an unfried cheese stick then.
No, it's called string cheese. I could pull the package and show you. Exactly, Wolf Mom. They're called
Spectre
fried
says
cheese
almost
sticks
a paradox of cheese.
or string cheese. They're different. But
Bariti 101 says, lol, my missus chewed me out for taking a bite out of string cheese.
that's Miss Hoops. She don't care. She does
Speaking
it.
of cheese, we made a stop on the way home to get the good stuff.
Oh, I don't blame you. God. One coat and one eye. Wolf. Exactly. Called mozzarella stick. Exactly. You don't take a bite of string cheese.
Purple Daisy says at Bariti 101 as she should have.
I'm telling you, you could mess with some kind of space-time warp
Spectre
continuum or
asks
something.
her, if I invent fried string cheese, I'll be rich and famous.
You will be, because it ain't going to happen. I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm normally the very kind of positive guy, like, hey, anything can happen. I'm telling you, hell no. Just no. No can do, mi amigo. Daggum heathens around here. It's a little orphan Annie. Why do I have that song stuck in my head?
I'm ROFL over here.
Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves, what y'all. I mean, I'm just saying, you really ought to be. There's rules, guys. I don't make the rules. I don't make these rules.
Big White Wolf asks, it's a hard knock life.
For us, it's a hard knock life for us.
Spectre says, really? But I don't have any shame.
Miss Hoop don't care either, to be honest with you.
Purple Daisy says, gotta lurk for a little bit.
There are more guidelines than rules. I don't know. All right, Purple. I don't know about all that.
Jock says, bye Purple.
It's a little orphan Annie. All right, let's get this scoot over here. Hold on.
Bobby says, I just went to the fridge and got me one and did it log off with a Slim Jim.
White Wolf, thank you, dude. Your Ovaltine, exactly. Be sure to bring your Ovaltine. A crummy commercial? White Wolf, thank you, dude. Here on my exactly. It is very tech is very important. It's not even. What's up, babe?
Wolf Mom says, thanks White Wolf 1972. That was so cool of ya.
It is kind of pretty important. Just saying. We do get a little heated debates about
Dawn
the.
Starlight asks, do they still even make Ovaltine?
I don't know. That's a good question. Do we want to go with the risky biscuit one first? Ooh, this is going to be close.
Jock says, I think so at Dawn Starlight. Krusty's Custom says, I think they do. Charmed Kitty Cat says, yes, I've seen it in the stores.
All right, I'm trying to figure out which direction I want this to go. This is that corner check we were talking about. So I know pretty much this here is going to be, and I need a certain size. I'm going to have a little bit of that check in it, but I'd rather have that check in the bottom.
Grandpa says is taking a bite of string cheese and cackling evilly.
This is my top. I'd rather have this little check thing on the bottom than have it on the top. This is the top right here. That's my top. That's evil, sir. That is evil. That is evil. Dr. Evil.
Slackatron asks, what's next? Ketchup on a hot dog.
You know what? That is some serious crazy talk there as well, sir. It's got to be mustard on a hot dog. And fried bologna sandwich.
Chili no beans.
I like both of them. What you need, babe?
Jock says, what else are you supposed 3 to put on a hot dog? Grandpa says, now that's just blasphemy, at Slackatron.
Oh no, I don't see it out here.
Wolf Mom says, hey, don't go there, I love my ketchup and mustard and radish on my hot dog. Dawn Starlight says at Jack 54 mustard. Jock says I love ketchup on hot dogs.
Is it technically a hot dog when you put ketchup on it?
Not a mustard fan myself.
You don't like mustard? You know what? It takes all kinds to make the world go round, guys. I'm just going to say it out loud. It takes all kinds. I know people who put ketchup in their chicken and dumplings.
I have checked and it still in fact is a hot dog. Mighty Mouse asks why wouldn't it be a hot dog just because of catsup?
I don't
Jock
know.
says okay now that is a bit far.
Well,
Wolf Mom says no.
it is I do know people who do that. I do know people who do that.
Grump Grandpa says yes, at Delthink. It is the lunch meat of the gods. Jock asks is this a nail?
A nail? No, that's going to be some epoxy.
Mighty
that we
Mouse
use.
says even my kids love mustard jack.
That's just a...
Bobby says well I put much on my peanut butter.
You put what? You put mayo on your peanut butter?
Slackatron says face mask on this one hula.
Yeah, we're definitely going to put a face mask on this one here. Because we're going to lose this corner. And I'm going for the one that I feel is the more gnarly.
Bobby says no.
This is my more gnarly one. We'll see what kind of shape we can come up with and try to save this, dude.
Jock asks pry bar and take that off.
No, here's the
Bobby
problem.
says
It sounds...
apple mask with my peanut butter sometimes.
A lot of people normally do that. When you talk Jack, sometimes when you're doing that there, I'm going to go with a cut that I'm going to pretty much, we'll have a little bit fly off. It's not going to rip off as one big hunk. I don't think so. When you start doing that, it could actually cut into the grain further down, and you'll actually lose a lot more material than you will if you actually just cut it off. I know a lot of people, the first thing they want to do is start knocking everything off, and I'm like, some pieces I can see, but that sucker's still on there pretty good.
Jock says okay, good to know.
And then you'll wind up taking off more than you want to. We'll just put a face shield on. We're not going to be running at super, super, super high speeds anyway. So, we will lose a little bit, but we'll see where it goes. Low RPMs. Drop this tool rest down for a little bigger. Oh, too far. How about 600 RPMs?
Bobby says put some chow chow on your hot dog. Jock says hopefully not into the garage
Well,
door.
there you go, just like that.
Dawn Starlight says this is one time where I'm not going to joke about safety.
Just like that.
Wolf Mom says wow. Voldemort TTV says lol.
I didn't see that happening. Didn't see that happening. All right, put good pressure on this. Didn't see that happening.
Grump Grandpa says actually glad that came off already.
Yeah.
Was worried.
We're going to be kind of easy with this here because we don't have a very good bite with that worm screw. Because I had to angle it to get it more squared up because of the cut of the wood.
Bobby says that was a Parco piece.
It was a practice piece.
Jock says I will say that my favourite gouge so far is my roughing gouge. I have the best consistency with it so far.
Yeah, it's one of the easier ones to master, but it's a good one to have rocking and rolling. It is a good one to have rocking and rolling. That's a good entry level.
Slackatron says soon the free fake full gouge will be your best friend.
grip on that. That worm screw is not playing nice. Come on. Did I already lose? Yeah, it's already stripped all the material out of that. Okay. I mean, I really don't want to do a faceplate because the faceplate would take up too much and I have to work around. This is my smaller faceplate. And I'd have to because they'll set the holes in it, so I have to make the hole bigger than this here. I don't know if I'll have enough to go that much wider on the inside.
10 in time. Jock asks, do you have a live center you could put in the chuck?
I could try that. Go about a different direction. Now to get it kind of squared back up with that.
Bobby says, do you have a big book school? Grump Grandpa says this hunk of wood has me worried.
No.
If it was me, I'd have lost another fingertip by now.
No, we got this, Grump. We got this, sir.
Rabid Rabbi Dam asks, where is the button to use channel points for a Guinness?
You know what? It means I'd have to share my Guinness, Alan.
Bobby says, I am not liking text to speech today.
That's all good, Bobby.
Jock says, morning at Rabid Rabbi Dam.
Alan, how's work today? Is there very many people there today? I know one person who's not there today.
Bobby says, do you have a bigger screw?
No, Bobby, I don't have a bigger screw. There's usually one general size of worm screws, and I only got that one general size. We're in much better shape now. Much better. Much better. Mucho better.
Rabid Rabbi Dan says I went into the shop and was let down. I was so furious I stopped by the police facilities.
You were let down. Kelly was there. Kelly was there. He's been texting me all morning, so I know he's there. Actually, this may turn out better than I thought. This may actually turn out better than I thought it would.
Jock says I envy how easy it is to adjust your tool rack. Mine has 3 handles.
Yeah, it takes a while. This is one good thing about this here that I really like about the Laguna. Do like that about the Laguna. Man, looky there, guys. We got that one check right there, which I'm not worried about that. God awful. It only goes in about right there. I'll leave that one in there.
Not much of that check left.
Nope, we're in much better shape now. And in case you may wonder, we're doing what they call a 40-40 push cut. Is what I'm cutting right now.
Rabbi Dan says went from squarehead to smooth as my style.
Right. After
Grandpa says hate to snark and run, but lots of chores today.
All right, Grump,
Love
you be
your
good.
faces, gang.
Take care, sir. You be good, my friend. Why am I seeing a concave one? I'm almost seeing a concave.
Jock says take care, Grum.
I'm seeing a concave. I tell you what, let me do this number here. Let me find. We're going to come back with that 2-inch.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says see ya, Grump. Revamped Dr. Death says at Grump Grandpa see ya.
That Grump Grandpa's a pretty good
Grump
dude.
Grandpa says love hearts.
Don't tell him that. I mean, this shit goes to his head. But Grump Grandpa's a pretty alright guy. So I'm doing this. I know I'm going to bore it out with this 2-inch. And I'm thinking, this is how much material I want to leave on the walls. And we're going to hit it with, we're going to torch it. So I need to add a little extra. Because I like these to have a little bit of weight to them.
Bobby says have a great day.
I want them to have some weight to them. So it doesn't tip over. And I want the walls thick enough that when we burn it, we don't lose too much right in this section right here. That should be plenty enough for the walls. Just for shiggles, let's do this number here.
Wolf Mom says nice.
Hopefully it's something a little different, Wolf Mom. Hopefully it's just something a little different. You know what I need to do? Before we go into here, let me go in and start defining my top and my bottom. Because I know I got to put a tenon on the bottom of this dude right here. So I know exactly what I'm playing with. Okay, that dude right there. Let's go ahead and mark our tenon. Tenon right there, a little further out. So I know where my start and finish is. Because we're gonna do kind of like a.
Rabid Rabbi Dan says I know Minx isn't here because he said define bottom and there wasn't a comment about it.
You know what?
Ha, ha, ha.
You could always tell when Minx isn't here. You always know when Miss Minx ain't here. I love it, dude. I'd be lying if me and Miss Eight weren't like, all right. So I wonder how Miss Minx doing at her freaks ball because she went to. Not freak, fetish ball. She went to a fetish ball. And me and Hoot were both.
Says I wonder if she is still recovering.
She may very well be. She may, but me and Hoot both were like, I wonder how Mr. Mink's fetish ball went. And is it wrong? Am I the only person?
Dawn Starlight says of course she would go to something like HTAT.
Dude, 100%.
Says she was the one who was putting it on.
Oh, was
Dawn
she?
Starlight says that.
Me and Hoot both were like, I wonder how it went. It's just one of those like you can't help it. I mean, because let's be honest, I love the hell out of Mistress Mink. She's a lot of fun, super sweet. You never know what she's going to say. She's rowdy as shit, and I like that too. All right, let's see if I can't define.
Jock says yeah, she had that ice sculpture and the 5-gallon bucket of chocolate.
Yeah, right. Turn left-handed real quick.
Dawn Starlight says, but now that we've mentioned her, she'll show up.
Probably. We mentioned the name, Dawn. We mentioned the name.
Bobby says it depends if she was the bottom of the top.
Make sure we got this.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says it's like saying Beetlejuice.
I think it. You know what? With Mistress, it usually is,
Jock
bud.
says gonna play some ships.
All
Gonna
right.
have stream up on second screen.
Right on, bud. Shippy, pew, pew. So what I'm basically doing is I'm making me a cheater mark. It's not going to be exact. I'm going to get it kind of close to where I want it at. Okay. Another thing I can do is use this, turn this here off. I can do this number right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this thickness with this dude right here, which I probably should have done this in the first place. And this is going to just keep me honest, so I know where my stopping point is. I'll be all right with a little bit thicker. Oh, we're already way past it. How are we already way past that? We may be close to where we wanted it anyway. So I'm just going to use this kind of as my cheater so I know how deep.
Dawn Starlight says something to keep you honest.
Yes.
Is it even possible?
It
No.
is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. I may be exactly where I need to be. Pretty close. It keeps me honest, Dawn. It keeps me honest. You know what? I think we're already there. I'm not even going to fool with that anymore. No sense, no more foolery on that there. Let's get us a good sharpen on our gouge real quick. And it's going to have more of an hourglass kind of, or just
Bobby says, is that short it looks like?
short. We're right there at it, Bobby. We're right there exactly where I wanted to go. I didn't expect it to go that far in. All right. Let's start working on a general shape here.
It boats to say that what it looks like.
Oh. Well, we're going to go for a concave. Kind of a concave vibe on this dude right here. All right. See, by us putting a line in there, we know kind of where we're shooting for. All right, let's try to turn this left-handed. I don't do a whole lot of left-handed turning. Sneaking up on it. I always remember, it's always good to sneak up on this stuff. You don't have to try to worry about hitting a home run first at bat. Sneak up on it, because you can always take more off, but you can't put more back on.
Slackatron says turning lefty is like trying to throw a ball lefty. Can do it, but it's awkward as hell.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that's got going for me is I'm actually a lefty. That's about the only thing I got going for me, bud. So not quite as off for me. Let's start rounding a little bit so I can kind of get the general shape of what I'm looking at in my head. Because I want this backside to be kind of rounded over like so. We're going to do this number right here. And maybe do the same thing with the top. I keep hitting that daggum. Let's have a cool little unique. So they got check there, which I'm perfectly okay with. Dude, that actually has more clean stuff in it than I thought it would, to be honest with you. I'm pretty tickled with that general shape. What do y'all think? Y'all think it's going to be maybe all right? Let's flip it over. See if we can't get us another pencil holder 2.0.
Looks Gucci.
Gucci, baby! Gucci! Arby's! Hey, Arby's! I
Graham
like
says,
Arby's.
okay, I'm back. Baby is already sleepy.
Welcome
Morning
back,
nap
Gramps.
incoming. Lol.
I heard that. I heard that. Look great, Tick. Tick, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well today. I got an idea. I don't know if it'll work or not. I wonder if we did the pyro texture and then we came in certain spots and we did a smooth section. I don't know how that would work. So it's almost gonna have that texture in there. Since we got more good wood in here. I mean, maybe the thickness. I don't know. I don't know how that. Because we'd have a hard time sanding that to make it look.
Slackatron says one way to find out.
Yeah. There is one way to find out. Let's clean this end up here. I don't know. I'm kind of, part of me, very curious. I don't know if it'll work or not.
Rabid Rabbi Dam asks, what is this piece going to be?
It's
The
going to
head
be.
of a warhammer.
Yeah, it does. Yes, Alan. Yes. Hey, sweet spot. Thanks for that follow. I appreciate it. Actually, Alan's going to be one of these dudes here. In fact, I need to wipe the excess off of it while I'm sitting here. I think we pretty much got the excess taken off. We're working on pencil holders. Pencil holder or paintbrush holder. The first one we did is more of a paintbrush holder. Hey, camera. Here I am. This is one we did just a little while ago. And this is some of that wood that is really gnarly. It's got a bunch of checks in it. So what we're actually doing is actually trying to save some wood. And actually turns out it works really well for artsy-fartsy stuff. Always a good day to catch and love your term streamer, man. So I really enjoy your stream. Hey, Tick, that really means a lot, Tick. Thank you, bud. Really means a lot, my friend. I appreciate the company. I appreciate everybody
Wolf
hanging out
Mom
with me.
says, hey, at the sweet spot, hello.
So this is what we did this morning, Alan. Alan. So this is basically, it's a pencil holder or a paintbrush holder. The ideal is you can basically put this on your desk for different stuff like that right there. And it's got that artsy-fartsy. We left all the checks in it, so it literally has that kind of rustic look, that old school, old world kind of decor. And what we basically did, we used a shushugi band, which basically is burning. It's an old Japanese trait that they did to actually make wood last longer out in the woods, weatherize it. But we're basically just using it for decoration. So get back here a little better light. But that's what we're doing. And instead of like throwing this wood away, we're actually utilizing it and making it
At the sweet spot, good to see ya.
looks cool. Makeshift, I like it as well. I like it as well. We started off, let me show you guys real
Graham
quick.
says, hey, that would work as a hook holder too.
You know what? We actually mentioned that, Grams. You're a good hook holder, a hooker holder. These are what we did Saturday. Well, these are what I've done the last couple of days with that wood. What we're basically
Rabid
doing.
Rabbi Dam asks, does it hold water?
No. It won't hold water. But these are bud vases. These are little vases for like stick flowers or fake flowers. And something you can put on your desk, kind of like a desk butter.
Slackatron says it does, but not for long.
Right. So we got these dudes here. So we're utilizing that wood that has the big checks in it, and this is pretty much a decorative piece. For fake flowers and stuff like that, I leave walnut where you can still see walnut, so you know it's not just painted. You can actually still see the grain, and I love the texture. Just flat out love the texture that it causes. We do the burning, and then we come back with a steel brush, and we basically brush all the excess off, and it leaves those little lines across, which makes a beautiful. It feels good in the hand. This is another one we did. That I did the bottom because I had checks right here, but I had good material right here, so I left it as a piece like so. So put fake flowers in it, or put it on your desk, or whatever like that. Just a really pretty decorative piece. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says, I was going to say the texture looks great.
Yeah, it's legit.
Psycho says, Def looks cool with the checks.
Yep, 100%. I had all this wood I was fixing to put into a fire pit, and this makes me feel so much better because I hate throwing wood away, especially walnut. I am pretty confident this is black walnut. So I can't hardly. I have burned black walnut, and I call everybody say it's a very, very expensive fire pit. Very, very. Zoloc. Is it Zoloch or Zoloc? 6. Thank you for the follow, bud. I appreciate that. So we're working on a different shape. So you see this in here is convex, and we're working on a concave version of the same thing right now. Not sure how we're going to do it because I like leaving walnut in there if I can. But we could put a band in the middle of it, but I'm going to drill it with a 2-inch Forstner bit. And this is shorter. I want it to be shorter. Yeah, so the pencils.
Wolf Mom says, shape looks awesome.
It's definitely different. This will be about 3.5 inches. So that's going to be about perfect for a pencil holder. We want one. That one over there is probably more for a paintbrush because it's going to be longer. This here would probably work better for a pencil. I like it.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says at Naked Carpenter, I forget what he called the weathering type, but burned and brushed afterwards.
Yeah, Shoshone band. Shoshone band. Where we hit it with a little bit of pyro. All right, we're going to use a negative rate scraper now, and we're going to go ahead and just clean this outside up, true it up to get the general shape we want. Fine tune it just ever so slightly, then we're going to hit it with a torch. I hit it with a torch before I hollow it out. And what we may do is on the inside, I may actually follow the inside down to the same thickness. Like I find the thickness here, and then I'll follow this edge here, so it'll be more of a flared top. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Psycho says the one camera stuck looking at fridge.
Is it? Happens when I go over there. All right. How did my grinder get off? What's up?
Slackatron says the camera wants a beer.
Camera wants a beer. Camera does want a beer.
Hurt Dog says hello everyone.
Howdy, Hurt. What you know, good bud? Turn this dude here. That slow speed grinder will roll and roll and roll.
Geek
and
Boy
roll
says
and roll.
yeah, the cam knows right where the good stuff is lol.
It does, doesn't it?
Big White Wolf says Shosugi ban is a Japanese wood preserving technique that dates back to 700 AD.
Get rid of the
The
rub.
result of using the Shosugi ban wood charring technique is a strikingly dark, rich appearance on the wood. Psycho says I think you're
That's your
right
call.
at Slackatron.
That's your rub. It's whatever you want to do, babe. I don't care. Dogs will hate you for it. The dogs will hate you for it. Thank you, White Wolf. Slow this. Boy, this slow speed grinder, it takes forever for them thing to stop. I'm gonna check my my measurements. My somehow that is. I don't know how that got off. And it's not off. Why is that? That's not off, but I'm getting a different grind. That's 30 degrees. Huh, that is, okay. Gotta rethink. Why is my grind off? Deep thoughts here, guys, deep thoughts. In fact, where's my Sharpie? I'm gonna do a little cheater on this here so I know what's going on.
Big White Wolf asks has Spectre been touching things again?
I don't know. It may have been Spectre, to be honest with you.
Unquiet Mind asks is it off because it was left-handed?
No. That is so weird.
Psycho says, oh, the grinder acting up.
Well,
Spectre
no.
says depends on the reference.
It's not the grinder. It's the, somehow one side of my negative rate scraper, the angle is wrong.
Slackatron asks maybe did you touch it up on the 40 grind?
I may have accidentally did it. I may have just not, surely.
Psycho asks user error.
I mean, it would have made a huge difference. Because I cut mine at 30 degrees both sides from a negative rate scraper. And one side here is just way the hell off. Just way the heck off. That's just weird. Oh well, we're getting it fixed now. We're getting it fixed. As you can see, guys, if you ever, when you're sharpening, I'll go back and I'll put a little bit of oh good lord, marker. Put a little marker on the end. You can tell. I know I got a little bit on this tip here is not done, and a little bit right there is not done. I'm gonna touch this other side real quick.
Big White Wolf says hashtag blame for snowmen.
Yeah, blame the damn snowman. That's just really weird. That should be good. All right. We said I got my burr on. So the idea we want a little bit of a burr. There it is. I feel my little burr. That's what we're going to
Bobby
actually cut
says
on.
I thought we were buying me the mailman for everything.
Well, I blame the mailman for quite a bit, Bobby, but I'm not sure if I can blame him for that one right there. Think of that follow. Stellity. Stellity. Think of that follow, Stellity.
Dawn Starlight says, I swear I'm going to get a snowman from you.
Dawn, you didn't get one this year? You didn't? I'm the one that mailed them out, now that I'm thinking about it.
No.
Well, we're going to definitely play the ball game a little different this year. I really wasn't expecting to do 40 of them for Phillips Forest products, but I'm glad for the opportunity. Don't get me wrong.
You say that.
Dawn, look, it's not how many times you fall down, it's
Big
how many
White
times
Wolf
you get
says
back
at
up.
Dawn Starlight, you can come on over and admire the ones here.
Oh, that's wrong. Did you just do... you are wrong for that, too. Good Lord. You can come over here and look at ours.
Slackatron says that song sounds familiar, lols. Dawn Starlight says he totally did that.
Did you just say come over here and look at ours? Oh, it sucks for you, but you can come over here and take a look at ours anytime you want to. That's
Big
wrong.
White Wolf says, hey, it's Stellity, welcome on in.
That is wrong. Damien, what's going on, dude? How are you doing? Woo. All right. Are we ready for torching it? I'm wondering if we're ready for torching it now. Because we'll torch it before. Let's go ahead and torch it.
Dawn Starlight says maybe on my next trip to Joanne, but that won't be for a while. Big White Wolf says I'm still waiting to buy a Christmas ornament, so at Dawn Starlight has one up on me.
I only have one left, and it's going to my my CPA. I promised it to my CPA. She loves Christmas ornaments, and I meant to get it to her before Christmas, but I think with everything kind of going on, I screwed up and didn't do it.
Shidahari says Santa gave me my snowman for the holiday.
He
I
did.
still have to pay Santa back for it. I bought an ornament this year from Hula, so I'm also one up on White Wolf.
There you go. Morning, Shadow. This dude is on fire.
Big White Wolf says yeah, but I'm not going to say how many bowls we have here.
You do have quite a few pieces at your place. I will. I think if there's one household that has the most
Dawn
pieces,
Starlight says lots of them.
yeah, there's one place that has most pieces. I'm gonna have to say it's Purple Daisy.
I've
and
seen
White
them. Shidahari says at least you have shelf space for them. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think we got it good. Think we got it good.
Big White Wolf asks what are shelves?
What is this shelf thing you speak of? God, I love this texture on this stuff. This, it just literally tickles me to death. All right. We burn it, then we come back, and this is the super, super, super simple. I literally use a wire brush. It's all.
Shidahari asks, oh, are they Tetris in White Wolf? Big White Wolf says someone should be wearing a respirator.
No, what I got going on right now, White Wolf, is I got the fan blowing everything this direction right here. It's all blowing it completely. That's one reason why I raised the garage door. That's pretty damn cool. I'm liking it.
Slackatron says same technique for using embellishing wax.
I love that, dude. God, I love the look of these. That is so cool. This may not be as dark.
Wolf Mom says too cool.
Isn't that neat? Well, and the texture. I don't know if you can see the texture in it, but this has such a cool freaking texture to it. This is going to be. I flat out love
Jessa
this.
Bear Paws says, "Ooh, love me some pencil holders."
Jess,
Can't wait to see when this gets done.
we're making
Hey, all.
some. How you doing, Jess? Good to see you. We are definitely getting some rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and drill it real good. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 da, ba, da, ma. Drill it real good. Da, da, da. So my game plan today, guys. Oh, you know what? I need to holler. Is Graham streaming today? My game plan was to rate Grams this afternoon. That's my game plan. But I'm not sure if she's streaming today. She's got company. All right, let's figure out how far we need to go.
Doing good. Have the day off.
Oh.
Getting stuff ready to go teach for a week and a half.
Oh.
Graham says, "Yes, I'm streaming today."
Okay, Grams, good. That's what I was gonna make sure you were streaming today. All right, we're gonna go right to this edge right here.
Louise FSK says, "MBACK."
Welcome
Interview
back.
went okay, but I don't think I may get a second interview. Don't know the programs they use. He.
Well, you never know. And sometimes you could use it as a learning experience. All right, this is not like drilling this in here out. Never know. I haven't done a good Lord.
Jessa Bearpaws says maybe they'll teach you, Louise. Sometimes they want you to know them to start, but sometimes it's a learn as you go.
Yep. And sometimes they want to bring in people who haven't already developed what they would deem as a bad habit. All right, as far as we're going. I know when I'm going to have to be hiring a new tech sometime
Louise
this year.
FSK says, "Oh, and we had dinner as well.
Oh,
That's
nice.
why it took so long for me to get back. He.
All good. All good. I know I'm going to have to hire somebody soon, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick somebody up from the college, the local college who's actually taking like automotives or diesel mechanics. And the reason being is because I'm looking for somebody to be around long term.
Oh, I do hope they hire me even if I don't know the programs.
Good learning experience. Okay, let's get you guys moved.
Slackatron says, "Hope you find a young'un that wants to work, like finding a unicorn egg."
They're still out there. I'm trying my best. Slack, I'm trying my best.
Revamped Dr. Death says they get you for cheap and you learn.
It's kind of like a win-win if you look at it, though. If you look at it a certain way, you got a company that's giving you an opportunity. You will not get paid, and that's something that a lot of people have a hard time understanding. You will not get paid with an experienced person, but you're actually gaining
Jock
experience.
says that is what we are having to do. We have 4 apprentice-level guys that we are training up.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do that. I know I've been there 17. I know Kelly, the guy that I hired back, he was my boss. I hired him back as
3 will probably work out. Revamped Dr. Death says they never can take that knowledge and make yourself better.
100%, 100%. I think we just got to be a little real with ourselves, not only with ourselves, but everybody else, but be real with yourself. Everybody wants $50 million to do something that literally you could hire somebody to do. I always look at how long does it take somebody to learn this trade. It's like, can somebody walk in and learn this in one day? Kind of like, we'll say, picking an order for a warehouse, right? You know, does it take more than a day to train somebody to do that? to do this, do that, and I think that has a lot to do with the amount they get paid. Anyway, I don't want to get into pay, but you're not wrong. We're gonna have a hell of a time finding a good tech, especially for a fleet. Especially for a fleet, because we don't make the money like dealerships. I can only pay so
Iron
much.
Chef says I'm coming out there.
Let's-
Give me job, please.
Let's go, Iron Chef. You willing to work? I'll put you to work.
Revamped Dr. Death yells I was in printing making $31 per hour and went into computers and was getting paid $13 per hour, and now I am IT security manager making bank.
There you go. What you know, good Iron Chef?
It was worth it.
I know when I left Coca-Cola, I took $1, I think $1.50 pay cut when I left Coke to move over to
Iron Chef says I'm good.
move over to a fleet, a EMS fleet. But I know I've gone way past the cap that Coca-Cola has for their technicians, and I was promoted up to a spot where I now run the fleet and buy all the ambulances and all that kind of jazz. I'm not saying
You're
I
gonna
make
make
bank.
me start listening to Woody Guthrie today.
Would it go? Oh, my magnet. I don't think my magnet likes this spot here, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Mr. Zodiac. Thank you for that follow, Mr. Zodiac. I appreciate you, bud. See if I can get an angle in here to get this kind of cleaned up. I want it slight. We're going to follow kind of the edge.
Shidahari says, but revamped you never lose the knowledge of how to load ink on a printing press, or making your own plates, PageMaker documents for said plates to be etched with. Boy says a few people I know did that. Short-term pay cut but way more advancement opportunities, and after 2 or 3 years went beyond where they would have staying at the old job.
Yeah, 100%.
Revamped
That was
Dr.
me.
Death says that is correct.
That was exactly me, my friend. That was exactly me. I'm kind of digging this shape. What do you guys think of the general shape of this here? I think it's not bad. A little bit of cleaning up to do on that inside, but tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with 150 since that's kind of rough. That Forstner bit is not very forgiving.
Jessa Bearpaws says the curve gives it character.
I
Circatron says that's where I'm at. A small pay cut to have a huge potential later on.
100%.
Iron Chef asks, do you really want to know what I think? Louise FFK says I wouldn't mind a low pay just to get a job. I'm tired of being unemployed. Geek Boy says curves are always good.
Curves are always. I'm right there with you. I love me some curves.
Oh wait, we're talking the wood piece.
Yeah, yes.
Iron Chef says I think the workers of the world should unite. Ha 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 ha.
Not looking bad.
Jessa Bearpaws yells shameless plug. Louise, come work for the post office. We are always hiring. Geek Boy says I could almost hear Hula waiting for that second part. Iron Chef says they should all unite and get their asses back to work is what they should do.
There is a giant shortage of workers right now. That is a fact. I don't know of a single company out there that is not looking for somebody. That's what I'm saying. You can't
Louise
find.
FSK says at Jessa Bearpaws, sorry, wrong country. Plow Dog IRL says, hey yo Chico.
Hey, what's going on there, Plow Dog?
Jessa Bearpaws says, well, it was worth a shot. Iron Chef says this is the worst time in history to be a boss.
You're not wrong.
Louise
You're not wrong.
FSK says, heck, even wrong continent, haha.
Wrong continent. Well, it's just an idea. Go check your local post office. I'm sure you guys got post office.
Jessa Bearpaws says, oh my. Slackatron says the problem is the pay in most cases are not a living wage. That's where the labor deficit comes from.
Yeah, but I think
Jessa Bearpaws says carrot.
yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people just got accustomed to sitting on their butts, not doing shit. And I'm just going to say that out loud. I think a lot of people just got accustomed to having that free money handed out. They can sit home, collect all that unemployment, and they actually got to go back to work. They don't want to pay it. I mean, it's just you got to work. You got to work, and people just don't want to work anymore. That's from my personal. That's what I see.
People are making more on unemployment than they're working.
Damn
and
right.
Yeah, they got used to it.
Yep, and it's bullshit.
But yeah.
It is complete total BS. Anyway, I need to get off that. I don't need to get on that little hike right there. Definitely need to stay away from that. My bad. I digress.
Plow Dog IRL says everybody wants to eat the pie, but no one wants to make the pie. Hurt Dog says I have to damn near beg people to do the job. If you don't, the call ethics.
Yep.
Jessa Bearpaws asks new topic.
Yeah,
Are
new
you
topic.
Making this darker?
No.
Iron Chef says got kids walking off the street that think they should be making what I do and get insulted when you ask them to do anything.
Yep.
Heaven forbid you try to teach them something that
John!
might make them a little bit useful to you. Mistress
good.
says, dang, I'm late.
Mistress, good morning, girl. How are you doing? Hey, did your ears catch on fire? Because me and Miss Soup are thinking about you. New Year's
Jock
night.
says morning at Mistress Mink. Big White Wolf says at Mistress Mink your ears should have been burning.
Yes.
Mistress Mink says I am sore. Iron Chef says okay. Enough of that. Mistress Mink says very, very sore.
Very, very sore. Oh my goodness. Mistress, me and who were literally driving around New Year's night, going to grab dinner, and I was like, I wonder how Mrs. Mink's doing with her fetish ball right now. And Hoot was like, oh my God, I'm curious too. So I hope your ears didn't catch on fire too bad. Thank you, Cobalt. We were thinking about you, mistress. We were thinking about you.
Jack says, hope you had a ball at your bow. Herc Dog says on a positive note, I got a new scope for my AR-15.
Nice!
Mistress Mink says, well, there was fire, but not near ears.
It was fire? Hold on. A good kind of fire or a bad kind of fire?
UHM, candles.
Candle.
Purple Baby says, hula, don't ask. Was Sol says, man, what a New Year's Eve. Guess what happened to me? I watched the deep in my champagne glass. It was the watermelon.
The watermelon.
Army Vet
Hey, Wazza.
JR42 says, morning at Texas and everyone.
Morning, Army Vet. How you doing? Well, they say good old candles. What a romantic way to burn your house down. Do not like those little cuts in the very bottom down there.
Hope everyone had a good New Year's.
I know I did. I had an outstanding.
Jock says not those type of candles, hula.
Oh, not those
Mistress
kind of.
Mink says UHM. These candles were being held.
Oh my God. Oh shit. Hey, so.
Lol.
Garrett, why did I put two? I'll do that Miss Eve like, oh.
Purple Baby says I told you not to laugh. Was so asked how was everyone their New Year's Eve?
It was good, Wazzle. It was good, bud. Had a great time. Just had a kind of quiet, fun evening with my bride.
Army Vet JR42 says howdy at Mistress Mink at Jack 54 at Purple Daisy 977 at Radio.
Man, I really like to clean that up just a little. Like, ain't nobody even going to notice that, but I see it.
Jessa Bearpaws says sometimes those are the best ones, the quiet ones.
It was nice. We had a really good time.
Army Vet JR42 says I went to bed before midnight.
I passed out before the midnight myself. I'm not going to lie. I did pass out before midnight. I was exhausted.
Jessa Bearpaws says I see those cuts, hula. Better clean them up, lol.
Can you see the one at the very, very bottom down there? No, you can't see it. There's one right there at the bottom, and it's right where the Forstner bit went in. And I really, it's like I know it's not gonna be no big deal. I'm not selling these for a whole hell of a lot. You'll never.
Was
You'll.
Soul says, oh, and I ordered finally my streaming PC. My 15-year-old PC is becoming an old-timer. It's not so
Ah,
well working anymore.
nice,
Jessa
Wazzle,
Bear Paws
nice.
says, if I see it.
You
Lol.
you don't see it, this.
80 grid gouge.
No, it's not gonna work. It's right. Okay, it's where the wall goes down. The wall goes straight in, and it meets the very bottom right there. Right there on the edge is where that Forstner bit. There's a slight indentation right all the way around. It's where it actually cut. There's no way to really get it out of there.
Oh, right there. EW.
Yeah.
Mistress Mink says we were in bed before midnight too.
Well, you were exhausted as well. I don't know. I was pretty damn tired after New Year's night.
Jock says, Hula, you are so dense. Purple Daisy says, notice she ain't say she was asleep. Mistress Mink says, cough, sure, let's go with that.
You know what I call it, Jacques? I call it having people to tell me more what I want to hear.
Dawn Starlight says, ha.
That's what I call that. Some people may want to call it dense, but trust me, I got a little more going on than you probably think I do.
Was Soul says, I have a new goal for this year. I want to stop trolling people. It never ends well, haha. Dawn
Wazzle,
Starlight asks, cornbread ain't done in the middle, huh?
cornbread ain't done in the middle. Wazzle, how?
Dog IRL says, can I get in shout out?
Let's get a shout out for Jake Hudson. Changed his name to Plow Dog.
Mistress Ming says most of us made it through intact, so I count it a win.
There you go. There you go. Did you have fun, mistress? That's the biggest question. That is 100% biggest question. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy yourself? Was it a memorable?
Soul asks, yes, Hula.
Oh, what? Oh,
Mistress Mink says most
Can
definitely.
I ask
There you go.
if you won all the money, what would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
I get it. That's the most important thing. As long as you had a good time. That is the most important. Where'd my little sticky thing go? There it is. There's my little sticky dilly. There's my little sticky dilly. Jake, are you trying to be annoying, Jake? I'm going to take that as a yes.
Purple Daisy asks, do I need to pause that to get the point across?
You know what? You may have
Jessica
to.
Pause says, okay, so WAYS profit. There's a popcorn that has a pour-over butter included in the packet. I would like it if they sold that butter in a bottle. It's delicious and the butter they sell now just isn't the same.
Just ain't the same butter?
Dawn Starlight says yes. Was Soul asks, wait, Jake changed his name.
Yeah, Jake changed his name. As you can still the same Jake, though. Still the same
Cloud
Jake.
Dog IRL says yes at Wazil. Jessa Bearpaws says, damn it, Jake.
Yeah. All right. Get this inside good and cleaned up.
Cloud Dog IRL says BC of Twitch BS and FN trolls.
Oh, yeah. Totally understand the frustration with trolls.
Mistress Mink asks, do I know Jake?
I don't know if you know Jake or not. Jake is in a lot of streams.
Graham says, lurking again while I fix my lunch.
All right, Graham.
Jessa Bearpaws says, I knew someone on Twitch that did that. Seemed like they changed their name every couple weeks.
Yeah, usually
Graham
there's.
made it very confusing.
I don't know. Usually when I see that, it's kind of a red flag for me. When I see
Enjoy your lunch at Crochet 70. With Soul says at Cloud Girl, I will change your name on my side as Jake, because I will forget it.
I'm thinking this is looking pretty good. I'm thinking this is looking pretty good. Let's go. The dork, what's up? Happy New Year.
Cloudorg IRL says at Texasula, do you know Texas time, aka JB?
No, I do not. I do not. The dork, how are you doing? Thank you for using Twitch Prime here. I appreciate it. Like Uber's mucho gracias. This is 400 grit. That feels like 400 grit. Maybe it's 400 grit. Come. You don't want to hold on.
Mistress Mink says must find sustenance.
I heard
Lurk
that.
a bit.
All right, mistress. Good to see you too, girl. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say that is about, I'm not worried about perfect here, but that looks pretty damn good. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Let's flip this over and put us a jam chuck in here.
With Soul says, oh, and I am getting Windows 11 soon, cause I never tried it.
Right on. I know a lot of people don't like it, but
Slackatron says perfect is the enemy of the good enough.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. One of this here would be good as a jam chuck for this dude right here. May have enough on here I can make that happen. Do I want to use that one right there? I like using scrap pieces for these old jam chucks. But I get personal with them. Like, I've had you forever.
Purple Daisy says perfect is the enemy of complete.
You're not wrong. Especially around here. Especially around here. Man, take me a pee break. I gotta pee.
With Soul says okay now I am confused what you guys say there.
Basically, if you're going... Oh, my God. Dawn! Damn it, Dawn! Golly, Dawn. You're not making life easier on me. Basically, what we're stating, Whittle, is if you're shooting for perfect, it's hard to get things done when you're shooting for perfect. Because truly, there is no perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Dadgummit, Dawn. Dagnab flabbit, as Cubby would say.
Slackatron says basically knowing when to call a piece good enough.
Yep.
Dawn Starlight says you gave me a pink diamond for a reason. You only give those to your best trolls.
I don't know
Mr.
if
Bear Paws says lol.
I don't know if troll was the word I was looking for when I thought of that. I was thinking maybe terrific, you know, totally awesome, something like. I don't know if troll was the word I was exactly
Pink
going
diamond
for.
trolls are best trolls.
Or pink
Keeping
diamond.
you on your toes. Big White Wolf asked, did I mention keeping your trolls close?
Yeah,
Jock says
yeah.
no, we give the biggest troll sword. Dawn Starlight says I'm a good-hearted troll. With Soul says, well, my grandpa always said if you're perfect you can stop wars and make people happy worldwide, then you are perfect.
That's a good point.
Cloudorg IRL says it is pain in the butt at Wazil. Unquiet Mind says I thought diamonds are for hashtag Team Hula.
Yes, they are for Team Hula. Wait a minute. No, I got some that's actually Team Hoop. I got quite a few diamonds that are actually more Team Hoop than Team Hula. And I'm okay. I'm all right with it. It don't really bother me that bad.
With Soul says I am Team Hoop. Chitown Deep says happy, Merry New Year.
Hey,
Hula.
what
You
up,
make my
Chi-Town?
heart skip a beat with all of the man glitter in the AM.
Let's
Big
go.
White Wolf says
How you doing,
hashtag Team
Chi-Town?
Duck.
Team Duck.
Jock says hashtag Team Family.
Speaking of troll,
Plowdog IRL says hey Mrs. Hoop.
speaking of troll, duck, mention duck, I'm like automatically there's troll right there. That little girl. See if we
Rabid
can.
Rabbi Dam says I'm team sign language dog.
Time say. This is team sign language dog. I'm gonna have to tell who. Alan said he's team sign language dog.
Bobby says she is a perfect little angel and you love her.
Who?
Was Soul says that's indeed a good one.
Who? Bobby, who are you talking about? I know you aren't talking about my duck. Definitely not my duck, Perfect Angel.
Chitown Deek says just about to get to cleaning up the house a bit before going to work.
Uh-oh. Well, I hope your day goes quick for you, bud. I hope it's not too terribly bad.
Was Soul says would you please stop that Bobby, I hear that sound in my mind, haha. Bobby says first of your special ladies.
Well, yeah, Bobby. She's definitely one of my special ladies, but she's a damn troll, Bobby. That girl is a
Miss
damn
Galaxy
troll.
Y1960 says, hey, Happy New Year. Hope you're
Happy
having a fantastic
New
day.
Year. I am Miss
Cloud
Galaxy.
Dog
How you
IRL
doing?
says, do you still have the clip of you running in the rain or at Wazil getting hit in the nuts?
I'm sure I got it somewhere. I'm sure I got it
Jessa
somewhere.
Bearpaws says, okay. Lurk engaged.
All
Time
right.
to get stuff ready to go in a bit.
All right,
Have
Jess.
an amazing stream.
You
Was
too,
Soul
Jess.
says
Thank
at
you so
Cloud Dog
much.
Really? You asked me that.
I hope you have an outstanding day, Jess. All right, close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades. Let's put us a get this dude over here, get this dude over here, get this dude right here, get this dude right here, get this dude right here. Let's get us a paper towel.
At Cloud or Girl, if I say to you no, I am lying.
And a jam chuck. A jam
Miss
jam
Galaxy Y1960 says I'm doing good, thanks for asking.
You got any big plans today, Miss Galaxy? Looky there. It's like we did that crap on purpose. It's like we did it on purpose, yo. Let's get that right there. Sharpen this gouge real quick. And then we get the second. This is more of a pencil holder here. We're going to call this one a pencil holder. The first one's more like a paintbrush holder. A little high. Drop this tool rest down just a little bit. I can hear the signal going. Hey, is anybody else watching the 1923 yet? We watched one last night. We'll probably watch more tonight. And the new Jack Ryan's pretty legit. I gotta give props to new Jack Ryan. I like me some Jack Ryan. It's a good show.
With Soul says I still can't believe it's 2023.
Why can't you believe it's 2023, Wasley?
Mistress Ming casts wait, there's a new season of Jack Ryan out.
There is a new season of Jack Ryan. There is. It's out, season 3.
Sweet.
I know. I like me some
Ruger
Jack
White
Ryan.
says yes, sir. With Soul says, well, I missed a few days. You know why.
That looks all right. That looks all right. Can y'all hear that sound that thing's making? I guess it's the paper towel in there.
My grandpa, so I keep still thinking it is 2022.
I got you.
Rabid Rabbi Dan says earlier we were making bets if he was still alive at Mistress Ming.
I was betting for Mistress Mink. If we actually did do that, I was betting for Mistress Mink. I just want to make that perfectly out there. Just perfectly clear. I was betting on Mistress Mink. A little bit of Sandy.
Ruger wife says we plan on catching up on both Yellowstone and 1923 as soon as we get home and put everything away.
I heard that.
Plow Dog IRL says at Texasula I've been watching Below Deck.
And watch Below Deck. I haven't watched that. I have not watched Below Deck. How much further y'all got out, Ruger? Miss Ruger? I don't get to watch a whole lot of TV, but we... Make sure that's good and
S10 right now.
No. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get this thing close, but not all the way
Louise
off.
FSK asks TV, what's that?
I know, right, Louise?
Wissel says tick Medvedya 7. It'd be curious how one of those would look if you ever decided to do a swamp water finish on it. Ruger wife says Irish. Plow Dog
Irish,
IRL
good.
says Captain Lee had to leave.
Don't know who that is. Yeah, about an hour. It does work well. The reason why we're doing the Shoshuki band on this here is because of the checks. The swamp water works good on walnut. Walnut has a lot of tannin in it, and so it works out really well. Oh, you better not do what I want. Oh, You know what? I felt you doing something weird. We're taking a little more off of you, dude. We're taking a little more off of you. I heard a little and I didn't like that sound. But we got to be really careful not to go too far with this. Because it will go ka-tink, boom, and then that's not no bueno. Just kind of sneaking up on this bad boy. Not getting no big hurry. That may be enough there. I don't want to risk anymore.
Circuitron says new magical hole in the ceiling.
No,
Val
right?
Farah says say what an early morning Monday stream WTF dude, it's sleeping day.
It's not sleep-in day, Val. We got things to do, man. I got work to do. I actually went to bed early last night
Wissel says at tick Medvedya 7 no worries, you're welcome.
so I can come hang out with you. So I can hang out with you guys this morning. I literally got up early today. Well, I slept at 6. Normally I sleep. Where is my... Oh, it's where it belongs. That's a crazy thought. I actually put something where it belongs. Wonder how that storm's coming.
Val Farah says you just ain't right.
Well, Val, you know, I get up early just about every day anyway, bud. I get up early damn near every day. And I heard, there's got to be some facts
Ruger
to
wife
it.
says we drove out of the crap weather about an hour and a half ago. Been dry roads since, so we should easily beat the snow we had to get today.
Good. I know you're proud about that. I just stay so busy during the day. When it gets about, 9, 10 o'clock, dude, I'm trashing out. I'm like, wipe out, dude. I'm exhausted. But if I don't get stuff going bright and early in the morning, I feel like the day's a waste. I feel like if I sleep late, like when I was sick, man, dude, I was staying in bed till 8, 9 o'clock, and it was like, that's how Hoop knew I wasn't feeling well. I said, "You're sick." He said, "Yeah, I don't feel good." That's the only way. If I'm in bed past Hoop, something ain't quite right.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Hey, Wazzle,
Val Farah
thank
says I
you.
get up early for work days, other days I get my sleep on. Circuitron says a few and jockey chat.
Wazzle, thank you, bud. Let's find him. Chuck! Yeah. Chuckity Chuck. I don't know, but with that being
Wissel
said,
says at tick Medvedya 7 now you have a voice.
thank you,
Tick
Wazzle.
Medvedya 7 yells at Wazil, thanks for the gift sub. Raven asks how is it going?
It's good, Raven. We're literally finishing up the second one. We are literally finishing up our second one. Did you get your running done, girl?
I like the shape of that one.
It's different.
Yes, sir.
It's different. I wanted to go with something a little different. I kind of like the convex or the concave vibe of this here. Almost kind of like a little like an hourglass look. I love curves, Raven. I love me some curves. Can't beat some good curves, y'all.
Agreed.
Can't beat a good curve.
Was Soul says I sneaky bought a new bedroom for my mom, new bed, wardrobes, etc.
Very
And
nice,
tomorrow
wasn't it?
everything is getting delivered and she has no clue.
Hey, that's pretty
Valfara
cool.
says what is this putting the sander in the lathe and not on the drill?
Isn't it nice?
Ruger wife says the wrench jokey asks. Question, we bought a mini lathe yesterday to start learning.
Yeah.
It came with the center spur. What is the part you are using to hold the piece on just one side?
This right here is just called a regular chuck. Thank you, Miss Ruger. It's basically just called a regular chuck. It's like these dudes right here. They actually thread in to your main thread right there, and they come in different sizes. This is one of my smaller ones for like finials and stuff, but this is basically called the chuck. And it depends on what kind of lathe you got. If it's a mini, it's going to be probably a 1-inch T8 thread pitch, and you can find these chucks all over the place. They're not exactly cheap, but they are pretty much a must. And if you plan on doing it for a while. You can do a lot of work without even having one, so I won't say that first. You don't have to have it, but they do make life a lot easier, and it opens up what you can and can't do.
Slackatron says and you'll never have enough chucks.
Never. You will never have enough of them, ever.
Valfara says that poor drill in the cabinet is thinking WTF took him so long to figure that out.
I do
My
this.
poor gears.
I do it for the bottoms. I do it for the bottoms. It makes life so much easier. I saw a guy do this one time. I said, dude, that's just flat out brilliant. I wish I could say it's my idea. It wasn't my idea. I saw somebody else do it. And I said, you know what? I'll roll with it. I will roll with it. Nice clean bottom. I like a nice clean bottom.
Mistress Mink says, oh my lord dies.
What?
Graham says I fixed a quick cheese and pickle sandwich, some chips and a cup of winter spice tea.
Let's go,
Rabbi
Grams.
Rabbi Dam says doing it for the bottoms.
It's all about the
Raven says,
bottoms.
hi Grams.
All about those bottoms, Joe. It's all about those bottoms. I see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a quick pee break. We're going to come back and put finish on
Grams
this.
says, hey Raven.
So this is the other one we did. We've already done this one today.
Mistress Mink says, y'all need to stop.
You're not hating on a clean bottom, are you, mistress?
Tiffany Video 7 says, welcome back at Crochet 70.
Jess, I'll tell you what, Jess, we'll take that break as soon as we get back from a pee break. But this is the first one we did.
Valfera asks, well, you know they say about a fat bottom bowl.
Yeah, they make the rock and
Jessica
world go
Apple
round.
says, lol. Raven says, I like that.
Isn't that cool?
Soul says, hello Grams, I have apple pear too, it's amazing. Raven says, Danish oil greater than.
Yes, Danish
Question
oil.
mark backslash.
Yeah, Raven, we did the texture. Look at the texture on
Bobby
it.
says, eat and do that.
Look at that texture that we did on that, and that freaking epic. And we came back with Danish oil on it. This is going to be more of a paintbrush holder here. I'm probably going to give it one more soak of Danish oil tomorrow. But we're gonna put finish on this dude here right now. And the cool part about it, oh, this is a neat little dude. I like this. This here,
Raven says, so cool.
that looked like this before we put finish on it. So you just
Cloud
wait.
Dog IRL says, what do you think about deadhead logging?
I don't know what deadhead logging is. Flat out.
Graham says, loving my winter spice tea. Can't beat apple, cinnamon.
You can't. You can't at all. All right, quick pee break. I gotta pee.
Voldemort TTV says, can I drink ale from that?
No. It won't hold water for shit. it won't hold water for shit. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Ooh, don't press the right button
Cloud
here.
Dog IRL says, deadhead logging is the process of drag-G'ing sunken log S, largely pine and cypress, from the bottom of Lake S and
Oh.
River S, where they have been preserved for up to 120 years after falling there during the logging
Yeah.
process.
Yeah. Okay, I know about that.
Chitown Deke asks, will the cracked ones get a neon epoxy treatment?
No. That's a 100% no. Chat town. Nice. I would say nice try, Chi-Town. I would say nice try.
Voldemort TTV says we need ale-proof cups.
We do need ale-proof cups.
Raven says, uno momento por favor.
Uno momento, por favor. Need el baño. All right, be right back, guys.
Was Soul says lol. I love the sticker with ITX, that's a cool one. Raven says she doesn't quite speak Spanish well. Was Soul says I thought that was Mexican. Purple Daisy says she doesn't speak English all that well either on some things. Raven says at Purple Daisy 977 lol. Chitown Deek says Hula's not going to add to the FUK, it bucket with those, I hope not. Purple Daisy says at Wazil Mexicans speak Spanish too. Voldemort TTV says do you speak Italian? See spaghetti. Rabid Rabbi Dam says I remember hearing a quote, if people loved each other as much as Texans loved Texas, the world would be a better place. Raven says ciao bello. Voldemort TTV says Portobello. Was Soul says what happens in Texas stays in Texas. Raven says at Voldemort TTV.
All right, somebody cashed in a take 5, so we're going to take our take 5.
Mistress Mink says I love everyone. And you're next.
Shit. I hope I didn't just kill my camera. Did I just kill my camera?
Rabid Rabbi Dam says that look. Raven asks what snack do you have?
Raven, I grabbed a snack. Hey, camera. Hey, come here. Come here, camera.
Purple Daisy says that sounded vaguely threatening. Mink. I kinda like it.
I got some oranges. We're gonna do some oranges for lunch, or not lunch, just a snack. I got to, as soon as we're done with the stream today, I've got to
Raven says yum.
put up a Miss Hoop's Christmas gift that I got her for Christmas this year. I didn't show you guys what I got Miss Hoop for Christmas. I may show you guys here in a little bit. I got Miss Hoop
Purple
something.
Daisy says hey, that's what I had for breakfast.
All range.
What did she think?
I loved it. I can't wait to put it up. I may have to I need to find one of those remote on-off buttons, kind of like the remotes here. For folks who don't know.
Unquiet Mind asks Giant Metal Rooster for the yard.
No.
Voldemort TTV yells if there is no meat I'm not interested.
So I need one of these remote switch setup to put on what I got Miss Hoop for Christmas. I kind of put all my eggs in one basket, and I got her just one nice gift. I mean, you can't buy her shoes or clothes. I mean, she buys all that on her own. God knows shoes. And it was cold.
Unquiet Mind asks mirrored ceiling tiles.
I didn't think about that. She probably would appreciate. You know what? I would put those in just to creep Duck out. I would do that purposely, just to creep my daughter out.
Purple Daisy says there's always Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says gift for Hoop. It needs a remote control.
Well, hold on. Oh my.
Purple Daisy says at Rabid Rabbi, damn it's going in the living room too. Was Soul says ding ding.
No, I got Mississippi something really cool for Christmas. Like really
Mistress
cool.
Mink says Ugo hula you dog you.
Well,
Plow Dog IRL says Texas, what do you think about deadhead logging?
it's cool, Jake. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I've never dealt with it. I know what it is. It's cool. It's cool.
Was Soul asks, is it the lamp?
It is a lamp, Wazzle. It is a lamp, but it's not necessarily made as a lamp. It's more of a really cool artistic piece with backlighting. Think of it like that.
Ooh, nice.
It's really. I've been saving my pennies up, and I wanted something totally different to surprise the hell out of my wife, and I really did surprise
Big
the hell out
White
of her.
Wolf says there are some gifts that just can't be talked about on stream.
Damn right.
Chittown Deek says we will not go down the road to debauchery this early in the day.
We've already
On
been.
this new year,
Cha-cha.
not till Saturday.
We've
Lol.
already done it,
Purple
Cha-cha.
Daisy says at Chittendeke too late.
We've already been down that road. We done kicked rocks down that road multiple times this morning already.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says I thought you said you wouldn't go to any of those stores. Tick Medvidia 7 says what you munching on hula.
I got an orange. We're getting our orange on. I had a string cheese earlier.
Big White Wolf says late to that party at Chittendeke.
I didn't say I wouldn't go to
Plow
'em.
Dog IRL says would you ever work with Deadhead Log?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. It's going to be a lot harder because it'll be full of minerals. But it's going to be a lot more pretty because of the minerals.
Was Soul says woodworkers need their vitamins too.
Yes. Yes.
Jock says been trying to run a CV and dear lord I cannot get any damage on target yet.
It takes time. You got to figure out your timing. Once you go down to your timing, I know a lot of people like to go off all the numbers.
Big
like
White
this.
Wolf says how are the fingers this morning?
You got to. Oh, they're great. White Wolf fingers feel great this morning. But of course it's like 70 degrees outside right now.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says you get it all here on this stream. Food review, woodworking, and chat for stand-up comedy.
I don't know
Jock
about stand-up
says rocket
comedy.
timing is terrible for me. Purple Daisy says he already has worked with wood pulled out of the river. That stack of black walnut bowls on the top corner of the cabinet.
True story.
Raven says I just died at Jack 54. Mistress Mink says 74 here.
Yeah, it's really. Man, we got those. Let me look at that. We got nasty storms. We got some nasty storms coming in this afternoon. Good thing I streamed this morning because I don't think I'll be able to go live this afternoon. Let me look. The weather's supposed to be bad.
I'm an aircraft carrier nerd. God damn it.
73 right now. There's a likely risk of severe weather today. Wind, tornadoes, hail possible. Look out power for tornadoes.
Was Soul says I have some epic news. I am getting soon my custom 3D printer emote by Mr. Ned Flanders. That's insane.
Very cool, Wazzle. Very cool, dude. Yeah, it's 92% chance of rain tonight with all the thunder boomers and whirly-woos and all that other kind of crap. It's going to be an interesting evening. We got plenty of
Rabbi
beer.
Dam asks, have you ever tried to make a ship in a bottle?
I want to. I literally want to. Alan, I'm not even playing around. I really do want to because I love those. I've never really been like the seafaring kind of guy, you know. I just love the wooden model ships. I want to build a wooden model ship. Why? Because why not? I just think
Big
it'd be
White
cool as
Wolf says
shit.
I want you to want to.
I really would love to do that. Those will be fun. The hell is that? I really
Purple
do.
Daisy says now I'm hearing Jim Crocher at Rabid Rabbi Dam. Jock says there is a guy on YouTube that does some really good forecasting of weather called Ryan Hall Yall. He is pretty accurate with what he talks about.
Oh, really, Jacques? Well, I have to maybe check them out. Right now, I just go to the Weather Channel. They say, hey, there's a chance of thunder boomers. And sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. You know how that goes. Sometimes it's a good, sometimes it's a shit. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me close this garage door. I'm going to show you guys what I got hooped for Christmas before we get... What I got to mount up, because this is going to probably trip you guys out. I may have went... Okay, I totally went overboard, but I only got Missy one gift, and
Was
that's all I
Soul
did.
asks, wow, was that an Italian accent? Jock says he talks about what the weather patterns are looking like and shows the models. Rabid Rabbi Dam says I want you to do your take on it. Do the Texas in a Jim Beam bottle.
Texas
Big
in a
White Wolf says it's
Texas in a
Texas.
bottle.
Give it
Let's
5
go.
minutes and it'll change.
Let me show you guys this real quick. This is pretty damn cool. This is what I'm gonna install as soon as we had to take all the Christmas stuff down, and then recenter up the entertainment center so I can mount this. So this is what I'm mounting this afternoon. This is pretty damn over the top. I'm showing everybody your gift, babe. Telling them what I'm gonna be installing here in a little bit. Be nice to get it off the kitchen table. Da-da-da. What do y'all think it is? Does anybody have any ideas? Purple, don't answer that. White Wolf, don't answer that.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says Dam, had it on the table.
Ideas.
Cram says lol I already know what you're talking about. Plow Dog IRL says Texas you got her a giant robot you.
I did not.
Slackatron asks Shurak.
No. I got her this.
Jock says a skull vase. Big White Wolf says I'm glad he specified what he was mounting. Purple Daisy says I know. Jock says oh dang. Raven says oh. Slackatron says that's cool.
Is that
Raven
not-
says that is awesome.
This is what I'm.
Miss Soul says holy F. Okay Texas level up.
Yeah.
Jock says that looks cool.
That's all hand carved. That is all hand
Can
carved.
we get a close up?
Is that not sick?
Wow. Mistress Mink says that is amazing.
Is that not cool?
Louise FSK says so very Texas. Purple Daisy says hand-carved buffalo skull.
Yep.
Plow Dog IRL says OMFG.
So
Raven
the cool part
says
about it,
beautiful.
it
That
is-
Texas cryptid says that's gorgeous.
it's got a light
Jock
on the
says
inside
how
of
did
it.
Hoop like it?
Oh, she went up shit of
Slackatron
it.
asks for a shoe rack that holds 2 shoes. Voldemort TTV says that is sick. Wow.
So it's got a
Chiffon
light
Deep
in-
says that's too cool. Very meta.
Yeah, this is right up Miss Hoop's alley. I saw this, and I almost got it to her like a couple years ago, but I didn't have the money.
Rabid Rabbi Dam asks you going to put colored LEDs in it.
No, we're doing the regular
Ruger
light in
Wife
it.
says gorgeous work.
Isn't that cool, Miss Ruger? I flat out
Jock
freaking
says
love
is that
this.
hanging in the kitchen or the living room?
In the living room, right above the TV. We already have one in the living room, a regular cow skull, because Miss Hoop loves. For folks who don't know, my
Now
wife.
Dog IRL says are you going to put on Mrs. Hoop car?
No.
Rabid Rabbi Dam says hell yeah.
But yeah, I'll give you one more look real quick before I go put this in. That is all. That is just insane.
Shitown Deke asks will it have yellow glowing eyes and red smoke out of its nose?
I do not think it's going to have that, to be honest with you. But it's going to be lit up so you can see all the scroll pattern in it. I just think it's flat out gorgeous. They had a bunch of different ones I could snag, but this is the one that I just thought kind of timeless, has a kind of look that I think would look good through the years.
Shissenwood asks don't those come standard in all Texans' homes?
They do not, Chris. This is not normal. And if-
Raven asks where did you find that?
Online.
Jock says that backlight takes stuff like that over the edge.
yeah, yeah.
Big White Wolf says Ghost Rider on the wall.
Ghost Rider on the wall.
Jock says hey at Shissenwood.
Hey, Chris.
Unquiet Mind says only the stars come standard.
Chris, we got.
SOXX72 says Hula you never look better keep it on.
There was
Rabid Rabbi Dam says Duck is going to hit a speaker in it and pretend it is haunted. With Soul says I am just asking myself how much time that person did take to make
a lot of time. A lot. I have like a shaman's hat. Anyway, let me put this inside here before I tear it up. But no, Chris, it's regular cow skulls. This is a carved buffalo. Different story. But you're not wrong. I think
Shissenwood says just kidding. It's awesome.
it's dude. I saw that and I said Miss Hoop. I saw the price like fuck me. But this was Miss Hoop's pretty much entire Christmas for me. So all right, let me set that down. No boom boom. Let's put
Jock
finish.
says no, that is a natural skull that has been carved at Naked Carpenter.
Yeah, it's actual
Rabid
skull.
Rabbi Dam says at Naked Carpenter that's the real deal.
Only the real deal. Let me do. I can show y'all something real quick. Stand by. I'll show you. Chris, I gotta show Chris the standard. Let me come in here real quick.
Sup dog.
Grab my wife's butt real quick.
Louise FSK says doggy. Unquiet Mind says just put a clapper style light bulb in there.
Oh, a clapper style light bulb. That's not a bad idea.
Jessa Bearpaws says butt touches and stuff.
Yes.
Purple Daisy says at Raven 6,766 link sent.
Here you go. This is the standard in a Texas household. That's it. That's in my living room right now. So that's the Texas standard right there. Which we actually did the base plate for this here live in the stream when I first started doing woodworking. Here.
Charmed Kitty Cat says the time it takes to make that has to be quite a lengthy bit.
I know, right? It was a lot of work.
Soul says URL.
And I knew it was done by hand. And so when I saw the price,
Rabbi
I got
Dan
it.
says that's a nice looking phone.
But it's not as good as my. It's not bad, Alan. But my other one
says
was
I'm
better.
going to go get my stuff together. I'll see y'all later.
All right, much love, Grams. I'm gonna say out loud, my other one was better. And I really.
Jock says take care, Grams.
Let's make sure we get a shot of Grams. Let's put some finish on this here, and then we got see if we can't get one more
Cloud
done. Real
Dog
quick.
IRL says, by the way, Texas, I found that clip of you ran in the rain.
Oh, sweet. Still there. Still there. All right. There's one we did earlier. Let's do this one right here. Oh, do we have any more? Let me see if I got any more rubber gloves. Because I sure like using. Oh, we do. We got another box here. Holy sweet niblets. I thought we were completely out. Oh, hold on. Are these?
Was Soul asks at Plowdoor Girl, you mean running behind his container? 'Cause the bugger was walking away.
Oh, these are not so. Oh, these are. Fuck. I hate these vinyls. I don't know how we got vinyls somehow. Can't stand vinyl gloves. I need to order some more gloves. But we're going to use them, by God. We're going to use them. Waste not, want not, right? Oh, piece of shit. Let's go. Vinyl. Okay.
Jock asks, more a fan of latex or nitrile?
Yeah. I like the latex way better. I gotta get some more.
Big White Wolf says, poor camera. Always too shy to be on camera.
It is. I'll just look away. Don't mind me. I'll just look away. Let's see how dark this
Purple
gets.
Daisy says, I just bought a pack of nitrile gloves Saturday.
Look at the instant difference.
Big White Wolf says, I can't wear latex. Allergic.
Can't wear latex. I've heard of folks having allergies to that. That sucks, dude.
Slackatron says, Danish oil is magic juice for walnuts.
It is, man. And what it does to that, what would that
Big White
Shoshone
Wolf
band?
says in papaya. Mistress Mink says, I always keep a few boxes of 7mm nitrile on hand. Jock says nitrile is more comfortable IMO.
What's the? I gotta get brushed up. Nitrile or the? I know I don't like
Charmed
the.
Kitty Cat says, I understand the prices on handmade items because of the time and sweat put into them.
100%.
A
I
lot
do
of people
too.
think that's really expensive and don't understand.
Yep. And Charmed, one thing I had to remind myself, because I had people telling me this, like, oh, no, that's too high. I said, no, it's too high for you. It may be outside of your price range, but it's actually not high, because I'm actually taking...
Need to Scribble yells, I am also allergic. Also, hello.
Hello.
Jock says nitrile gloves are becoming more popular. Geek Boy says, I love nitrile since they have a good grip even on soapy, slippery stuff, but I've almost dropped stuff with latex. Rabid Rabbi Dam says nitrile are the ones we have at work.
Okay.
Better for allergies.
Yeah, I like those. Alan, how did you know that? Just kidding. I know how you know that. I don't mind those at all. Isn't that cool? And you can still see the walnut on the inside. Is that not freaking? This is good. This is a cool one here too. I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty cool dude too. Oh, sugar!
Slackatron says, I had one lady try to haggle on a wand. I told her that you are paying for the material, the time and experience, and I do not work for free.
Yeah, 100%. And my brother had somebody was say, "Hey, give me that." My kid brother used to always say, "Give me that," and went to hell.
Jessa Bearpaws says, oh, love the black with brown, that's neat.
Isn't that cool? So what we're doing, Jess, we're basically saving this wood that had these gnarly little checks in it, and instead of trying to hide it, like this dude right here, instead of trying to hide it, we're actually embellishing it. We're actually making it part of the actual piece.
Need to Scribble says, I bought 2 boxes of them at the start of COVID and the prices have only gotten worse, OWCH.
Yeah. Cost of everything's going up.
Jessa Bearpaws says, gives it almost a burnt look on that round one.
It actually is burnt, Jess. This is actually
Mistress
Shishigi
Mink
band.
says, you know what they say about rubbing it more than once.
It makes it look better. That's what it is. It makes it look better, right, Mistress?
Jessa Bearpaws says, nice.
Makes
Were
it
you
look...
trying to get crazy with this, eh?
Mistress Mink
Don't
says,
you know
yeah,
I'm
that.
loco?
Yeah! Yeah, that! That's exactly what that's what I was thinking. Giving a good soak. We're going to do one more of these. My game plan was to get 3 of them done today. We're going to do that there, and then we're going to rate grams here in a little bit. She kicks off at 1 o'clock. It is 12 o'clock now, so that'll be just about perfect timing. Yeah. Makes me think of Grumbles the Dwarf he was doing RP with that guy who kept on robbing banks and stole the sheriff's horse and stuff like that. And every time he says something, he goes, yeah. Yeah.
Raven yells, thanks Purple Daisy 977. I was in a battle.
I'm digging it. I am digging it, Joe. I like the hell out of these things.
Was Soul asks, you mean who's gaming now?
You mean who's gaming now? What do you mean? Are you talking about somebody's name? Because I know there's somebody's name is like who's gaming now. All right. We're going to let that soak.
That is the person who does the yeah thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Get the sawdust off. That is pretty damn
Jock
cool.
says, just booked my plane ticket last night for my dive trip this summer.
Let's go. He's got a ticket to fly. He's got a ticket to fly.
Raven says, cool.
He's got a ticket to fly, but he don't care.
Try to
All right,
catch
there you
me
go.
hollering at
Hi,
the
Jinx. Let's go,
Raven
dude.
Jack 54.
24 months, 2 years, Hi, Jinx. Thank you, dude.
Diamondback D says, hi Hula.
Diamondback, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you, bud. Looky here, look. Look at the texture on that
Raven
dude.
says, that is gorgeous.
Isn't that cool?
Aaron Chris yells, aloha, Hula.
Aloha,
Happy New
Aaron.
Year.
Aloha, how are you doing? Happy New
Mithras
Year.
1 says, cheer 100.
Thank you, Mithras. I appreciate you, bud.
Jock says, Lyle Mujeres off the coast of Cancun. Going to scuba dive and go snorkel with whale sharks. Jessa Bearpaws says, okay, time to get ready in earnest.
All right,
That
Jess.
looks amazing.
Thank
Have
you.
a great stream and a great day all.
Thank you. Appreciate
Marcel
it. Talk to you
says,
soon.
anyways, I wish you all a great day with Hula. I am going to install Windows at a customer's PC.
All right, Wazzle. Be good,
Raven
bud.
says, that is very cool, Jacques 54.
I'm a little peanut butter
Aaron
and jealous.
Chris says, that is a neat texture on that cup.
Is it not?
Jock says,
Aaron?
I hope it will be worn when I go. Tick
So-
Medvedia 7 says, the texture on that one looks AW some. Raven says, bye Wazil.
This is wood that I was literally fixing to burn. I was fixing to burn it because I was just done dealing with all the checks in it. Instead of burning it, we are actually burning it, but we're doing a different kind of burn, and we're actually making it into something. We got one more. Uno mas. This will be the top. This will be the bottom. See if we can't get one more done real quick.
Diamondback D says, that looks like it would make a cool cozy feel beer.
Right?
Jock says, one more for the road.
These here are going to be paintbrush or pencil holders. One's a little taller
Aaron
than the other.
Chris says,
so it'll be
wood
paint-
burn instead of bonfire burn.
Exactly, Aaron. It's exactly what we're doing. We're doing Shoshone band. So we're doing the Shoshone band technique, and then we're coming back and hit it with a